So, this is such an incredible movie, such a different take on King Kong. Why do you feel like people are so intrigued by him?
He's an enigma. I think because he's so incredibly powerful, and yet he doesn't exert that force. He's extremely gentle, even though he has all this power and could crush anyone. He's actually very, very sweet, and I think that's heroic.
Now, you're the person that kind of turns King Kong's head and opens up his heart, but your character's a little bit different than it's been played in other movies. How did you approach it going into it?
Well, my character is an anti-war photographer, so a lot of my research for it just came from speaking with other photographers that have traveled the world, and they kind of gave me the scoop on what it's like and how they're risking their life every day in order to get these photographs and to tell the truth. So that's like a huge part of who she is. And then through that, it was trying to create a character that was dynamic, that I feel like represents modern women, you know? Can be strong, can be brave, can be tough, but can also be incredibly heartfelt and sensitive.
Now, when you were doing the research, was there any story that just moved you so much that helped you develop your character? Because I can only imagine talking to those people and the things they've seen.
Well, I think in general, it's just the risk that you're putting yourself through every single day, that you just never know what's going to happen. You know, you see these photos of extreme situations, and you don't realize that there's like a person behind the camera that is photographing it and is watching these things happen right in front of you. You just never know what's going to happen, and a lot of the times you're completely alone while that's happening.
Now, how was it for you filming on location? Because you guys had some crazy locations like swamps, Vietnam. Did that help you develop your character, or was it sometimes a little distracting dealing with the natural elements?
Well, we did have like extreme weather constantly. You know, we went from extreme heat, 120 degrees, to just freezing cold and hail while we were in Vietnam. So working with and against the elements is definitely hard, but you're also in just extreme beauty all the time. So I'm really happy that we were in real locations and that we weren't on a soundstage. And you can tell when you see the movie, it just looks beautiful.
What was your reaction once you got to see the movie?
I was just in awe. I've never been part of a big movie like this, so I'm still kind of amazed that I'm part of this.
Now, having to do this and seeing a lot of CGI in it, what were some of your backup reactions that you had for King Kong that you just kind of had in your back pocket? They were like, okay, we need to see it now. Can we see a few?
Oh, I didn't have any backup reactions. I really just thought about what it would be like to touch King Kong.
Can we see that right now?
Well, I don't want to give anything away. We're going to see the movie.
All right, I respect that. She doesn't want to give anything away, so that's why everybody has to go check it out in theaters to see her amazing performance in King Kong. Very original to all the other ones, so please check it out.
Thank you.
Access to the writer where I can sit down with him and go, okay, well, I think, you know, the character speaks in this kind of tone, or he would say this, or he would say that, or we're at a point where it's like, this is just a dead space. Can I say something here? And they go, what do you want to say? And I'll say it, and then they go, oh yeah, all right, say that.